Hello everyone, welcome back! Today I'm really excited because I can finally present you the Lizard block deck from the Set Bloomborrow, and I must say, it's just a blast. I have played already a couple of games with this deck and it's phenomenal, and it might be one of the best and well-balanced block decks I have created, and I believe it can also compete in platinum ranks. And this deck offers so many different strategies and approaches on how to play it and how to win the game. And those lizards are just wild. Each lizard is so unique itself and fulfills a very pivotal role in this deck, and together their chemistry is just fantastic. The synergy is also outstanding. We can even win the game without attacking the opponent directly. We will just smash a lot of damage just from our creatures' abilities. So let's take a closer look on those creatures. The heart of this deck are two creatures. The first one is Gav, Scaled Scorch. Whenever a lizard enters the battlefield, our friend Gav deals 1 damage to the opponent. Also, the creatures enter with 1/1/1/1 counter. And that's the first thing. And if we have also Fireglass Mentor for 2 mana, the harmony between those two is just perfect, because when our opponent loses life, we can, at the beginning of our second main phase, exile 2 cards and play one of them until end of turn. So Gav on the battlefield deals always damage, because we only have lizards in this deck, and yeah, he shoots at our opponent constantly damage. And Fireglass Mentor provides us with even more cards, and if you don't have more lands, we can just play them from exile. And yeah, we have both creatures, of course, 4 copies here. And for example, if we don't have Gav, Scaled Scorch at the beginning, for example, we have also the Iridescent Vinelasher with the ability Landfall, means we don't have to attack with our creatures. We can just lay back, deal damage first to the opponent by putting a land on the battlefield, and the deals 1 damage to the opponent. And then we can also cast one card from exile. And this creature also has the ability Offspring, so if we pay 3 mana, we create a copy of this creature, so we can deal even more damage. And then we have only for 1 mana also Hired Claw, the Lizard Mercenary, and this card can be a surprise for the opponent. Whenever we attack with our Lizard Mercenary or with any other lizard, it deals 1 damage to the opponent before it attacks. Or before it deals damage then, and if it does, we can also pay 2 mana and put a +1/+1 counter on it, but only once each turn. So basically we don't have to attack, we can combine it with the Vinelasher and then also enhance it. And if we need to deal somehow damage and we don't have the Vinelasher nor Gav, we can also attack with small creatures, and Hired Claw deals directed damage, so we can exile also, so we can also trigger Fireglass Mentor's ability again and draw more cards. But also, if we need more mana, we will just combine our Flamecache Gecko, who also provides us with 2 mana. Here we have this creature. We have this creature 3 times in this deck, and when this creature enters, if an opponent lost life this turn, we can add a black and red mana. And the great thing about this card is also that we can pay 2 mana, discard the card and draw a card. In case we have too many lands on our hand, we can just discard. So that's it, and what else do we have here? So that's also a great combination together with Gav or the Vinelasher, so we can cast even more spells. And then we have for 3 mana our Lizard Warlock, the Valley Flamecaller, who allows us to make even more damage with our lethal lizards. So if a lizard deals damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage +1 instead. And wow, I mean, then it will just rain damage for the opponent. Imagine just we have the Gav is dealing 2 damage whenever a lizard enters the battlefield. Then damage comes also from the Vinelasher. Whenever we put a land on the battlefield, it deals also 2 damage. And then if, for example, we have also our Half-Born Battler, Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, this creature deals 2 damage to target opponent, but combined with the Lizard Warlock, it deals even 3 damage. So you can see from every side we'll just push we'll just deal damage to the opponent, and yeah, I mean, the opponent only has 20 life points, so this game will be very short then. The last creature is the Thoughtstalker Warlock, also for 3 mana. If we deal damage to the opponent before our Warlock enters the battlefield, we can look at our opponent's hand cards and discard 1. Can be also very helpful if we want to avoid any wipe out cards that our opponent is going to play. So yeah, we can also combine Thoughtstalker Warlock with Gav, or the Vinelasher here. I have to say, Bloomborrow is just one of the best sets I have seen, and those lizards are just one of my favorite tribal decks, because each is so unique and they don't resemble each other. Then let's move on to the instant and sorcery spells. We don't have that many here. Here we have Fell for 2 mana, 4 copies. This card is just crazy. We can destroy any target creature for just 2 mana. I mean, that's awesome, especially at the beginning. We can kill some annoying creatures, even some big creatures for only 2 mana. So it's just unbelievable that it costs only 2 mana. Yeah, because it's a sorcery spell, but despite that, we can kill any creature. And we have also a gate assault for 3 mana. This is also a great card because here we can choose among either we will deal 4 damage to the target creature, and if that creature will die this turn, exile it instead, and the other one is exile target artifact. So yeah, we can also get rid of some annoying artifacts, and to protect our lizards, we have Scales of Shale, and here we can cast the spell for just 1 mana, which can be very unexpected for our opponent, and it gives our lizard lifelink and indestructible, so we can also protect, for example, Gav or the Fireglass Mentor. So for each lizard, this spell costs only 1 colorless mana less. In total, we have 23 lands. I removed 1 land because of the slow mana curve in this deck. And we have 9 swamps, we have 11 mountains, 2 copies of Mudflat Village and 1 copy of Rockface Village. Those are also great land cards because whenever we cast a lizard spell, we can use black mana. And those land cards come untapped on the battlefield. Also, Mudflat Village can be very useful because we can sacrifice this land and we can return a target lizard from our graveyard to our hand. And the other one just enhances all target lizard we control gets +1/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. Yeah, we have and activate only as a sorcery, so before we attack we have to activate it. Then we have the sideboard, nothing interesting here, we just have defeat the cycle. We can destroy target creature or planeswalker. So we have to pay an additional mana. Here we have Savor, target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn, so we have some removal spells. Another copy of Flamecache Gecko, also a gate assault, Kindle Spark Duo for 3 mana. This creature deals 1 damage to the third target opponent. But yeah, we have some better creatures like Gav, Scale Scorch, and also the Vinelasher. And the last one is Cindering Cutthroat. I just put it because it's also a lizard and also a Rakdos card. So this creature ends with a +1/+1 counter on it if the opponent lost life this turn. Nothing special, but I think this is the perfect combination, and together those lizards are just lethal. So I would say let's play some games. So here we go, we are playing against Dragon King 11. We start the game and let's see what do we have here. Perfect. We have 4 lands, we have Gav, Scaled Scorch at the beginning, and the Gecko. So we'll just put the Rockface Village on the battlefield. We always have to be careful because those 2 cards that produces mana. They are just doing that for the lizard spells. So the village, I mean, we can only produce red mana when we want to cast the lizard spell. Campus guide. When this creature enters, okay, they can search for a basic land. So we will use the offspring ability here. We will pay 3 mana, deal 1 damage, and will not attack. Actually, this is at the perfect beginning because we have Gav at the beginning and we have also Fireglass Mentor. So when Fireglass Mentor enters the battlefield, Gav deals 1 damage to the opponent, so that means that we can exile 2 cards. I will wait and attack only with the Vinelasher here. They are not blocking. Great. Okay, so we could actually use another Fireglass Mentor, put the land on the battlefield, deal more damage. Yeah, great. The only card that we are missing right now is maybe the Lizard King, the Flamecaller, because then the Vinelasher deals 2 damage each of these creatures. And also Gav deals, of course, 2 damage whenever a lizard enters the battlefield. Hired Claw, great. So let's put the Gecko, we will receive 2 additional mana, and then we can... Let's see, I mean we can do that again. Since they are playing a Simic deck, they don't have any cards that could wipe out the whole battlefield. So let's put all the creatures that we have on the battlefield. Maybe another mana wouldn't be bad. And yeah, here we have the Flamecaller, great, the Lizard King. Bam. Wow, that's an army of lizards. I mean, each of these lizards is so unique. Gav, deals 1 damage whenever a lizard enters the battlefield. And also, like the Vinelasher has Landfall, the Mentor exiles, and the Flamecaller even enhances all our lizards here. Wow, that's sick. Rangers, Ether Hive. As long as those creatures doesn't have trample, everything is under control. Dragon King 11. Yeah, great. We could kill one of these. But I think, yeah, when we deal now 2 damage, we can kill one of these, and then actually with Fireglass Mentor we can exile twice. So maybe actually we can only put 1 land on the battlefield. But we can also draw a card, we can discard. Yeah, but I think we'll just attack with all the creatures, so it should be enough. Yeah, just one of our creatures has to get through because it deals 3 damage. Thanks to the Flamecaller. Yeah, GG. So I think we... Yeah, that's... we already have the perfect lizard deck. Actually, those other lizard cards, I think we just did the best out of it. We have like 4 copies of Mentor, this Gav, we have also 4 copies. And then... yeah, I think it's already perfect. So this time the opponent will start the game, and that looks, opponent goes first, But still, just we'll do mulligan. This looks also not good, because we have only black mana. But yeah, we'll just keep that. Put one swamp under the library. Great, here we have the mountain. And then we can... yeah, let's cast Fireglass. Or maybe the Gecko. The problem is none of these does like damage at the beginning, like the Vinelasher, because of the Landfall ability, or Gaff, because those creatures just trigger whenever something enters the battlefield. Fireglass Mentor, let's put it so we can attack. Great, we can use one of those mountains. Wow, we have a lot of lands here. Campus Guide. Audacity. So yeah, it's a 4/1 creature with trample. Oh no, so they just yeah, took away the ability from Fireglass Mentor. Let me see. I mean, we can also... yeah, the problem is we have only 4 mana, so we can just cast one creature here. Maybe we'll use it first, and we can discard one of the lands. Oh, yeah, we're just missing one, so we could also kill the Campus Guide. Scrolling Crawler. Yeah, we'll draw. Perfect, so we have here Fireglass Mentor, and then when this artifact enters, cry 2, okay, and then yeah, you can create those monsters. Assault, Yeah, I think it's better just to cast Mentor and then we'll deal for... or wait. We can exile the artifact, yeah. I just forgot that we have here, we can decide either we'll deal 4 damage or we can also exile an artifact. So yeah, that was better. Sterling Count. From Outlaws, when this creature enters, surveil 2. We also have Fell, so we can also kill one of those creatures. And here we have the mountain. Yeah, let's put it on the battlefield and then... I mean, we could attack and kill one of these if they're going to block the battler whenever... Yeah, let's attack. And we'll kill the crawler. Our opponent still has 19 life points. We just have to go through this. Perfect. Here we have Fell. And then we can destroy target creature. Then we'll attack with the Fireglass Mentor, then we can cast... Yeah, we'll first exile. Oh, Yeah, I think it's just better to cast first the Flamecaller rather than the Warlock. Meteor Golem. Okay, so they can destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls, but that's it. Here we have Gav, great, and then we can maybe it's better to cast Warlock because our opponent has to discard. Yeah, discard the creature and no attacks. We'll pick the swamp. Yeah, everything is under control right now. But I think it was really good to destroy this artifact. Haunted screen. Rockface Village. Yeah, we'll put it, and then also we can cast Flamecaller, deal 1 damage, and then we can 1, 2. Let's attack with Gav and the Warlock. Perfect, here we have another Gav. Yeah, we have plenty of creatures in our graveyard, so we can also bring it back. So we have to sacrifice this land, and then we can bring a lizard back. Maybe the Flamecaller, because then it's over for the opponent. Oh, put 7+1/+1 counters. Yeah, but I mean, let me see if we will cast the Flamecaller, so it will be 2 additional damage from each lizard, and also Gav deals more damage. Let's put the Hired Claw, so GG. Yeah, that was actually a very nice deck. Yeah, but Fireglass Mentor is just a blast. And also together with Gav, scale Scorch. And yeah, as I said, each of these lizards is doing its part. Hired Claw is also great, because whenever we attack, it deals before they are attacking 1 damage. So it will also trigger his ability, so we can also pay 2. Here we can see, I mean, it's a very solid artifact deck. So GG. We are playing against Ricky Bobby. We start the game, and yeah, so this looks promising. We have Gav, also the Warlock. I like also the combination between Warlock and Gav. Once Gav is on the battlefield, then we will put the Warlock. Gav deals 1 damage to the opponent, so we can also see what our opponent has on their hand, and yeah, we'll force them to discard the card. Yeah, you know, I mean, do you also have some gaming stores in your town where you go and play with other people Magic? Because here in Vienna we do have one, but unfortunately it's very far away from where I live. Yeah, otherwise I would just go more often there and play with some just random people there, because it's really cool. It's not just a game store, but you can just also sit inside and play with other. So Vinelasher, and then we'll cast the Warlock, do more damage. And let's see what our opponent has. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact. Only sorcery spells. Then draw 3 cards. Yeah, let's do that. We'll prevent our opponent to draw more cards. Kidnap. They have to pay 2 life. And here we have the mountain. So let's attack, 5 damage. And then we can also put the mountain, so our opponent will have 1, and it's GG. Oh, we have 2 copies of Gav, and also we have Fireglass Mentor. Yeah, it's great. Also we have the Gecko. I mean, if we have the Gecko, we can even cast more spells. So, a 3rd copy. Dragoons lands, job select, and then we can cast Gav. Actually, we don't have to fear if our opponent has some burn spells and they will kill Gav. I mean, we have 3 of this guy. And every time they're just targeting Gav, they have also to pay 2 life points. Yeah, as long as they don't have any creatures with lifelink, it's good. Let's put another Gav on the battlefield. Let's see if they are doing this again. They must have plenty of burn spells also, and cards where, especially white ones, where you can exile the creature or a non-permanent, non-land permanent, like Banishing Lights. Yeah, we will attack with Gav. And then we will exile 2 cards. Let's see, hopefully it's a land. Oh, yeah, it's a Fireglass Mentor. Yeah, we'll take that. And we'll just put it straight out on the battlefield. Oh, this creature has double strike, but we also have fell. We can just get rid of this creature and then let's see. I mean, we can attack first. Great. Then we'll pick the Vinelasher. And then we can also create more mana. We will use the offspring ability here, autoplay, great. More damage to the opponent, and then yeah, that's it. Next turn we just have to put Mudflat Village on the battlefield, and the Vinelasher will just kill the opponent. GG. Here we are playing against Kawaii Despair, and let's see, that's bad, we have to do mulligan. I mean, we don't have even Gav or the Mentor, and those are just essential at the beginning. So yeah, this also doesn't look great, but we have to keep it. Let's put the Swamp on the battlefield. We can also cast the Vinelasher. I mean, we have 4 copies of the Mentor, 4 copies of Gav. None of these we have. Okay, here we have at least the Mentor. Vinelasher does 1 damage, and then we can... yeah, we can cast Mentor. And we'll attack. Or maybe they have something... no, we will just wait. We don't have to rush here. Princess of Alexandria. So it's one of those Final Fantasy cards with, yeah, this one has lifelink. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll just kill it. And hopefully we'll draw a land here. Or, I mean, hopefully we'll exile a land, but none. of these cards is a land, unfortunately. So yeah, we have to wait a little bit longer. Summon Fenrir, search your library for a basic land card. Here we have the mountain. I believe that we can also attack with the Mentor, because if you have like the Fenrir, the Enchantment Saga, we just want to get through all the stages here. Yeah, also the last one allows our opponent to draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest power or tied for the greatest. Yeah, so in this case, yeah, they will have... they can draw a card. I think our most powerful card is the Flamecache with power 3. Yeah, and also Gaff has 3. So we can cast Gaff. Yeah, this field looks much better right now with Gaff and Mentor. Fat Chocobo, 5/5, create a 2/2 bird token, and then let's see. I mean, we cannot kill the Fat Chocobo, but we will attack maybe with Hired Claw, this 1 damage. So if they are going to block with the Fat Chocobo, we can just kill it. Yeah, then we'll enhance it. Kill at least the bird token. Oh great, both cards are lands, so we can put the swamp on the battlefield, deal more damage, and yeah, actually we can also cast Gecko, and we will receive actually also 2 more mana, but in this case we can activate its ability and discard GG. We can discard GG. So, we start the game, and yeah, we'll take that. We have Gaff and also the Flamecache. So let's put the Vinelasher on the battlefield, turn 1. Bam, Temple of Mysteries, cry 1. Yeah, let's go for Gaff. And then we can attack. Nice sleeves. Glimpse the core. So yeah, I think it's just a very mana heavy deck where you can also cast big creatures. So we have to be fast. Let's kill the opponent really fast. Down to 10 life points, and then we also have the Battler with haste, Gauntlet, deals 2 damage. Also Gaff will deal 2 damage to the opponent, and yeah, it's over, I would say. Oh yeah, nice combo. Wow, that was fast. That was really, really fast. And we have entered gold rank. So we are back with our lizard deck, and yeah, after a lot of games with the werewolf deck, I'm just back with the lizard deck. We start the game perfect, so we'll just cast Gaff turn 2, and yeah, as I said, I already recorded some games with the lizard deck, so I will just continue, and I will play a couple more games with that. And maybe we'll reach also gold rank, and then I will also record another video about the werewolf deck, but this time it will be the set Crimson Vow. And yeah, as I saw, I mean, those werewolves in Crimson Vow, I think they are just even stronger, even bigger than those in Midnight Hunt. So yeah, that's a surprise. Deals 3 damage to each opponent. So next turn we will cast Fireglass Mentor, and then we can cast even more. So we are playing against the Goblin deck. I think we will just put Fireglass Mentor first. And we can... Nah, we will not attack. We will exile 2 cards, great. So we'll pick the mountain here. Put it on the battlefield, and... yeah, we also have Valley Flamecaller, so our lizards will deal even more damage, +1. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. No, okay, there, yeah. We can block one of these. I mean, that's great interaction between those cards. You can see also the interaction between Gav and Fireglass Mentor. So here we can discard one of these. Enchant creature you control when this aura enters, discover 3. I think we'll just pick this one, Goblin Pirate, first strike. Whenever a pirate you control attacks, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Okay, this creature doesn't have haste, great. We can deal 4 damage to target creature, and also we have another. Yeah, we can just force our opponent to discard this enchantment aura. Perfect. So actually we can attack with the Warlock. Yeah, some cards are from Ixalan. I think this... no, that one isn't. Okay, so GG. We have just beaten a Goblin deck. Great. And we are coming closer to Silver tier rank. So we start again. Swamp Mountain, Fell, Fireglass Mentor. That's good. We'll just keep that. Then we can... I think we'll just cast the Flame Gecko first, then we'll go for the Fireglass Mentor, and also we have the Flamecaller here. Yeah, the only card that we are missing here is Gav. Yeah, as you have seen in the previous game. Oh yeah, here's Gav. So I think we'll just go... Maybe we have to kill it first. Maybe they don't have any mana, and this elf just provides more mana, so I think, yeah. Okay, at least we have slowed down the opponent. Here's another copy. Then we'll just go for Gav. And then we can also cast Fireglass Mentor. Even if we are not going to draw a land card. With Fireglass Mentor, maybe we will... Oh yeah, you can see some very powerful cards. Especially this one, the Enchantment Creature, Zaga, Giant, Summon Titan. Mill 5 cards. and then you can return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. For now, when this creature enters, you may mill 3 cards, add an amount of forest green mana equal to its creature's power. Let's put some pressure on the opponent. Yeah, we cannot attack, but we can exile 2 cards great to our mountains. We can just play one, and also maybe... How about that one? The Gecko. I think it's also good to have a lot of creatures on the battlefield. At least that we have some defenders. It's just a question of time if they are casting those big creatures. Summon Fenrir, Titan. Yeah, they have a lot of creatures that produces mana. Yeah, we can attack with all those creatures. Let's see. Yeah, they didn't block, so yeah, they are dead. Whew, we were just faster. Yeah, we cannot use any of these. But we just have to put the battler on the battlefield. Gav deals 2 damage to the opponent, thanks to the Flamecaller, so yeah. Whew. Yeah, the good thing is we just slowed down the opponent. Here we killed the Land of War elves, and also that one that adds an amount of green mana, so GG. And we are entering Silver Tier 1.